I'm a very strong European believer, and I am the chair of the French Pulmonary Hypertension Center and the chair of the French Rare Respiratory Disease Network. And I knew from 2004 onwards that these rare disease networks, they do work. They are patient-centric, and they are really very useful for the coordination between teams and patient organization. So when I saw that a European network was being developed, I really wanted to contribute.
I had been working with European colleagues to develop the idea of European reference networks for many years before the call, so it was only logical I would be part of this because I was among those who had been developing it. The condition seems very hard. We were told that there would be no funding, so nobody wanted to take responsibility or take the lead. That was the point where I decided to take the lead. We want to be the one-stop shop for everything concerning rare diseases of the respiratory system. Whether as a patient or as a professional, everyone should get in touch with us to make sure that the response will be of the best quality and the most up-to-date information. We know who might be the best contact, the best address, the best expert to involve or to ask for help.
ERN Lung is really patient-centric. We want best standard of care for all patients in Europe and even beyond. With ERN Lung, we try to achieve very pragmatic, useful methods of promoting rare lung disease standard of care throughout Europe. We produce guidelines teaching multi-center discussion of cases. At the end, we try to offer to patients and to doctors and to healthcare providers a lot of instruments which would make better care available throughout Europe. ERN Lung is very organized. If you have something useful for best standard of care of rare lung disease in Europe, you will find a suitable space in the ERN Lung. For example, a guideline, education of doctors, patient-reported outcome instrument in the registry. It should always bear in mind that the patient is at the center of the priorities.
Most of all members of ERN Lung are happy to be part of such an activity. Any initiative will be successful which improves the situation of our patients and at the same time helps our members to do so while taking some burden from their shoulders, making their work a little less stressful, time-consuming, so that it is a win-win situation for patients and care teams. Outside attractiveness would be transferability. Can other ERNs or other groups make use of this ERN lung development? We have already achieved some of the long-term goals. We are an important knowledge hub where you can get all the cutting-edge information and where you can get in touch with anyone of the top-notch experts in the field. There are a few things which are essential. We are patient-centered. We listen to the patients and know what the patient needs are, and we involve them wherever we can. We have achieved some sustainability, not financially yet, but from our readiness for the future. We have already started a smooth transition of ERN Lung from the initial site of coordination to Paris. With Marc Humbert, we have a future coordinator of highest European and worldwide reputation. And these are some of the prerequisites for what it is all about. Further continuous growth and increasing impact on making things better for patients.
It started in 2017 from scratch. And we had to build the teams, to build the network, to make it lively. Now I think we are mature. I always take the French network as an example. We started in 2004, and now, 20 years later, we cover the whole country. Now we have new frontiers. We have the eastern part of Europe, which is less covered right now, but with a lot of enthusiasm. I think the network will grow because it's here to stay, because it has strong links with societies like the ERS, and because it has very strong links with established centers and established patient organization throughout Europe. Later on, we will see what are the possibilities offered by the European Commission, but we now start a new cycle in 2024, and I think it's very good to restart.
Rare diseases are always a little bit neglected. It's very important that every patient in Europe has the same right for correct and up-to-date diagnostic and therapeutic endeavors. There should be no difference between rare and common diseases, but unfortunately that's not the case, and this is why we have to put so much effort into caring for rare disease patients.
It is really important to focus on rare respiratory diseases, because if we don't do it, we will be diluted. We all value the common respiratory diseases, but it's always the small populations which are less well served. We need to find new solutions for these people. We used to call them orphan disease, orphan patients. They are no longer orphan. We are here to serve them. They are rare. And as some of my American colleagues said, we care because they are rare.